So today we're talking about 3 easy life changes that can increase your success in life. These are 3 of the items that I use in my personal life, and they work excellent. So we're looking for success and we're looking for happiness. They look at it differently. Everybody sees success as in either money, or they look at it as in fame or power. But I will say this: when you're talking about success and you're talking about fulfillment, they're 2 different things. Success there's a science behind it, and it's a numbers game. What I mean by that, like if somebody ever comes to me and says, "Oh man, I'm successful," me personally, I'm going to say, "Okay, well, let's start counting." Get my drift? Where are we at financially, right? And everybody can count, kids can count. But then when you're looking at fulfillment, that's more principles. So you can be successful but not be fulfilled. I can tell you that. So before we get started, my name is Matthew Albert. I'm here to bring you some tips and advice on your health, wealth, and happiness. If you would, please smash the like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. All right, so let's get started. Okay, I don't know you. I'm not familiar with your dreams and your problems. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter, because what I'm about to tell you works either way. People, they live a direct reflection of the expectation of their peer group. So most people live a direct reflection of the expectations of their peer group. And what do I mean by that? Well, you're trying to please everybody, and you can't do that, because you make somebody happy and then they change their standard or what have you, and then all of a sudden you have to change because they're not happy. Now you're trying to make somebody else happy. As long as you're happy, that number one, that's where it's at. And then from there, other people will follow. So if you invest in yourself, other people will invest in themselves. That's all you have to do. Okay, I used to say, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. I found out very early in life how shallow-ended that was. Now I say, you scratch your back for me and I'll scratch my back for you. Because if you invest and help yourself, it touches other people automatically. You don't even have to do anything about it. And to be honest with you, if somebody really wants to change their life, they're going to do it on their own anyway. It's got to come from within anyway, correct? So the first thing we're going to talk about that I see as an easy thing to change in your life for your success rate is setting yourself up for success. And what do I mean by setting yourself up for success? Okay, I exercise. I used to exercise without music. And lo and behold, I went and bought me some earbuds one day, and I'm listening to my own music, my music, not one playing from the speakers, and it was very motivating. So my workouts increased dramatically. So what I did was, it sounded simple, but I set myself up for success. Same thing if I'm driving. I know a lot of you guys are driving around. So you're in your vehicle maybe an hour a day. So take some time. Listen to a podcast. Listen to an ebook. Use that time to invest in yourself, right? So you're setting yourself up for success along the way. And I can tell you right now, there's excitement in growth. So you want to grow in life. You don't want to be just maintaining. Maintenance is kind of boring. Like when you're maintaining, your job performance, or you're maintaining your, your relationship, the maintenance phase is similar to just going through the motions, as I call it. But the real juice in life comes from real growth, becoming stronger, wiser, better at anything you do. So remember, growth is where it's at. That's the juice in life. You want to grow, and these things I'm talking about are going to help you grow. So, and since we're talking about this, being successful in ways to increase your success, one thing, I remember reading a book by Stephen Covey, and he said he went to the subway to catch the train, and the guy next to him had some kids running around making a lot of noise, and he said, "Hey, do you mind, your kids are making a lot of noise, they're bothering people." He looks around, and the guy said, "Yeah, you're right." He says, "I should do something." He said, "We just left my wife's funeral. She had passed away, the kid's mother, and they don't know how to take it." And he said, "Honestly, I don't think I know how to take it." And Stephen Covey said he felt really, really bad, because he didn't understand that he was going through that. So all I'm trying to tell you right now is get rid of all these little rules you have in your head. All this rationalization, you're always doing with yourself, thinking this ain't good, this ain't bad, who is she, who is this, who put this in my way, who does he think he is, all these little rules that you think the way people need to act. Try to get rid of some of that stuff, because all that does is keep you down. Get rid of some of the rules, and it frees up flexibility, and it makes things more simple in life, okay? Right now, this book here that I'm just showing you, this is one of my first books I wrote, or actually it is one of my second book, Unlocking the Truth. And if you want, there's a link below if you'd like to get a copy. Everything I'm telling you right now is in this book. Okay, next up, number 2, for increasing your success. Staying motivated. Okay, so what do I mean by staying motivated? Okay, I'm talking about adding value to your life, real value. All right, great way of staying motivated is to do something that you enjoy and you have a passion for. So I started a YouTube channel. I do other things, but this is one of the things that I do. So I started my YouTube channel. I didn't know much about it. There was some things that I had to get through, some things that I had to learn. I didn't know how to do a thumbnail. I didn't know about the lighting over here. I didn't know about this little speaker thing here because I need this so my voice doesn't echo. It might still echo a little bit. There's a lot of things that I had to figure out in order for me to grow. But the good thing is that it wasn't easy, but at the same time, it helped me grow. Things that are really, really easy in life, they're probably not going to have a lot of growth to it for you. But when you tackle something, especially something that you like to do, that you have a passion for, and it's tough along the way, that's where you want to find yourself. That's the best place to be in life, because as you grow, it's going to help you and financially, and everything else goes along with it. So that's the secret sauce right there. Your objective for number 2 is to be more productive. Okay. Number 3, all right, on my list, success sucks when you're unhealthy. So obviously I'm talking about your fitness. So if you're not in good health, how can you expect to achieve great things and excel in life, period, without being fit? You have to have your health. So number 1, I would say tackle things like getting rid of bad habits first. So if you smoke, try to quit smoking. I used to smoke, it's not easy to quit. If you abuse alcohol, I can tell you right now, alcohol is not going to do anything good for you. And obviously stay away from drugs. These things I call landmines, because when you step on them, they go boom. So stay away from these. They take your money, they take your time, and they take your health. And as far as working out or being fit, the only 2 things you need to do is watch what you eat healthy, eat clean most of the time, and on the other side of the fence, 4 times a day is what you need to be working out. Now they say 4 times a day, that gives you the optimal health. I work out probably 5, sometimes 6 times a week, but that's just me. I go on another level. So basically change your standards at this time. If you aren't working out, I highly suggest you work out, especially with this pandemic going on. I notice a lot of people are depressed, it seems like. There's a lot of procrastinating going on because, they're not doing the norm. They're not getting in their cars going to work anymore. They're not doing what they're supposed to. Some people don't have jobs. It's a tough time out there, right? We don't know about the stimulus checks and things like that. So, but basically, start working out and taking care of yourself. If you invest in yourself, I promise you it'll come back 100-fold. I remember taking an exam. It was a radiological exam. It was pretty tough, 150 questions. They only have it twice a year. So if you fail it, you have to come back 6 months later and take it again. It costs a couple $100. So I invested a lot of time studying because I wanted to get in there and knock it out the first time. 1 shot, 1 kill, over. So I would study in the morning, but then by lunchtime I'd start to get tired. So I would go to the gym, work out, and I'm telling you, when I came back, I was so rejuvenated. I was so refreshed, and I could jump right back into the books. And also your memory, when you work out a lot, it opens up the memory, so you can retain things easier and longer when you're more healthy like that. So I can't put a price tag on that one because your health is priceless. So fitness is number 3, okay? Staying fit. I'm telling you. And then on the end here, at the end, what I'd like to do is, so we talked about setting yourself up for success, right? So I listen to music, I listen to maybe podcasts or things like that when I'm driving, right? And then number 2, we talked about staying motivated. So being motivated, doing something in life that keeps you motivated, something you have a passion for. What is it you love? If you're a multimillionaire right now, what would you still do? I mean, you would still do probably a few things already in your life, but there's a lot of people for some reason think that if you became a multimillionaire or billionaire, you would do other things. Well, okay, you might go to Cancun more and often and things like that on trips, but on a daily basis, what would you do? So find something passionate. That's number 2. And number 3, we talked about fitness. Now, I want to put all these together and say that you need to develop some type of daily routine. So any successful person, any book that I've ever read or anything that I've ever seen, especially myself, you have to have a routine. And then throughout the day, these 3 items I mentioned, they're in that box. So you got your box every morning you wake up, your routine, and those are already in there. You don't even have to guess, think about it. It just happens. And then as you do your routine throughout the day, things just unfold. And by having a routine, it keeps you on the path. It keeps you from deviating and doing anything else. It's a discipline type thing. It keeps you going throughout the day so you don't mess up. And it makes things, as far as having a routine during the day, it makes getting things done easier, and you can accomplish things a lot more. Yeah, I mean, you'll be more successful with a routine. So by putting these together in a routine, that's where you want to find yourself. And that's something that I've done for quite a while now, and it works out, and it works for me great. So this wraps up the 3 easy life changes for your success. I hope you enjoyed the video and got something from it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And please share this video with somebody that could use it. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you.